Hello guys.
So, here I will tell you a fairy tale with the title The Ugly Duckling. On a farm long ago, a mama duck sat on her nest. How long must I wait my babies to hatch? She said. I have to sit here all alone, and no one comes to visit me. But what could she do? A mama duck must keep her eggs warm till they hatch. At last, the eggs began to crack, one by one. Yellow ducklings stepped out of their cells. They shook their wings and said, "Quack, quack, quack." "Look at all of you," said Mama Duck with joy. "You are so cute." And they said, "Quack, quack, quack." A Mama Duck said, "Come and line up. We will go down to the lake for your very first swim." She counted 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. "Oh, dear," she said. "I should have 6 ducklings." But one lark's egg was still in the nest. "Well, it looks like that big egg will take more time." So she had to go sit on her nest again and wait some more. The next day, the big egg started to hatch. Out came a baby boy bird. But if one may say so, it was an odd-looking thing. This bird was much bigger than others. He was not yellow at all, he was dark gray from his head to his feet, and he walked with a funny wobble. One of the yellow ducklings pointed. "What is that? He cannot be one of us." "I have never seen such an ugly duckling," said another. "How can you say such a thing?" said Mama Duck in a stern voice. "You are only 1 day old. Your brother hatched from the very same nest as you did. Now line up. We will go to the lake for your very first swim." Yet the other ducklings quacked. "Ugly, ugly, ugly." The ugly duckling did not know why the other ducklings were yelling at him. He took the last spot in the line. Its yellow duck jumped in the river and swam behind Mama Duck. When it was his turn, the ugly duckling jumped in and started to paddle too. "At least he can swim. At least he can swim," Mama Duck said to herself. When they left the water and started to play, the ugly duckling tried to play with his brothers and sisters too. They yelled, "Go away! We will not play with you. You are ugly, and you walk weird too." When Mama Duck was close by, she would not let them talk in this way. Be nice, she would scold. But she was not always close by. One day, one of the yellow ducklings said to the ugly duckling, "You know what? You would do us a big favor if you just went away from here." All of them start to quack. "Get out! Get out! Get out!" they said. "Why won't they let me stay here?" said the ugly duckling to himself. He hung his head down low. "Ah, they are right. I should go." That night, the ugly duckling flew over the farmyard fence. He flew till he landed on the other side of the lake. There he met two grown-up ducks. "Can I please stay here for a while?" said the ugly duckling. "I have nowhere else to be." "What do we care?" said one of the ducks. "Just don't get in our way." Woof, woof! Suddenly a big hungry dog came tearing by, chasing the two ducks. They quickly flew up in the air, and their feathers fell down on the ground. The poor ugly ducklings froze in fear. The duck sniffed and sniffed at the ugly duckling, then turned away. "I am too ugly even for the big hungry dog," Chuan said the ugly duckling with his head hung low. The sky turned dark. Crack! A bolt of lightning. Then came a big storm with heavy rains pouring down from the sky. In just moments, the ugly duckling was soaked, choked and choked. Then a cold wind started to blow. Brrr! He said with bad wings held close to his chest. "If only there was a place I could get down." All at once, a tiny light blinked far off in the woods. Could it be someone's hut? He flew to the door. "Quack!" said the ugly duckling. The door of the hut cracked open. "What is all this noise?" she said, old woman, looking right and left. Her eyes were not that good. Then she looked down. "Ah, look at that. It's a duck." She picked up the ugly duckling and dropped him inside her hut. "You can stay here, but only if you lay eggs," she said. A tomcat and hen crept up to the ugly duckling. "What do you think you are, coming in here and talking up room by fire?" said the tomcat. "Squawk!" said the hen. "I do not need anyone else in this hut laying eggs." "Do not worry about that," said the ugly duckling. "I'm a boy duck." "Then why are you still here?" said the tomcat. "Did you not hear what the old woman said?" "Get out of here, pretender," clucked the hen. "Get out, get out." hissed the tomcat. The door was still a bit open, so our poor ugly duckling slipped out the door and back into the storm. "No one ever wants me," said the ugly duckling with a tear in his eye. The storm ended. Soon he found a new land. Looking into the water, the ugly duckling saw the reflection of a flock of larks, white birds flying. He looked overhead and could not believe what he saw. There above him were the most beautiful birds he had ever seen. Their long white bodies and slender necks seemed to just glint through the sky. He watched until the very last bird had winged its way out of view. He stayed in the lake all by himself, and time passed. The leaf of the stressed storm, deep red and gold, and then his leaf fell to the ground. Winter came, setting a blanket of white snow all over. The cold wind and the dark clouds made it ugly. Duckling felt even more sad. He had to go into the cold lake to fish, but it was getting harder to swim. The lake was turning to ice. One day it was all he could do was to paddle the water to keep it from freezing around him and trapping him in the lake. "I'm so tired," he said, paddling with all his might. The ice got thicker and drew closer to him. In a moment, the giant had swept him up. "You poor thing," said the farmer. He held the ugly duckling close to his thick wool jacket and took the bird to his home. Never was a warm fireplace more welcome. For the rest of the winter, the farmer cared for the ugly duckling. Then spring came. Tips of green covered the trees. Short, bright flowers popped up from the ground. "It is time for you to go to the lake to swim again, as you were born to do," said the farmer. He took the duckling back to the lake where he had found him and set him with care on the water. "Gosh, I feel strong," said the young bird, flapping his wings. "Why, I never felt as strong as I do right now." He heard quiet splashing sounds behind him and turned around. A flock of the same beautiful birds he had seen in the sky before landed behind him on the water. "Do not worry," he said to them, holding out one wing. "I will go now. I will not make trouble for you." A big fat tear rolled down his cheek. He turned it to go away. When he opened his eyes, he saw a reflection in the water of one of those beautiful white birds. Why was it so close to him? He jumped back, and the reflection jumped back too. "What is this?" he said. He stretched his neck, and the reflection of the beautiful bird stretched its neck too. "Why are you going too soon?" said one of the beautiful birds. "Stay here with us," said another. "We'll be great friends." Then the bird who asked to be the ugly duckling knew what had happened. He was no longer an ugly gray bird that wobbled when it walked. At one moment, all the swans flapped their wings and took off into the sky. "Come on with us," one called back. "Take the lead." So he flapped his wings fast and took his place in front of the wall. Flew. All his new friends flapped their wings behind him. "Say," he said, gliding and deeply took the sky as he sped out. "Who's an ugly duckling now?" Shirley nodded. So, this story tells of a duckling who was born different among his siblings. Even when he was just hatched, his brother had sought disapproval of him by saying, "Is he part of us? I have never seen such an ugly duckling." One day, this mother duck in fact helped children to swim in the lake for the first time. But when the ugly duckling wanted to join, her brother kicked her out, and even so when on land they always said, "It would be better if you weren't here." Yep. The duckling others always chased away and mocked the ugly duckling, and in the end, the ugly duckling really laughed. He really seemed to have lost his way, had no place to live even when he asked for help. They all ignored the ugly duckling and didn't even give him a place to live. "No one ever won me," said the ugly duckling. Time has passed, winter has come, he's getting cold, and the lake is starting to freeze. And who would have thought when he was feeling tired a farmer saved him and took care of him until the winter was over. And after that a farmer brought the ugly duckling back to the lake where he was found. When the duck arrived at the lake, he saw several white swans there, and he looked into the reflection of the water. He was really surprised when he saw his reflection, as if it had changed into something different. Yeah, the ugly duckling that was not except anywhere before turned into a white swan that very beautiful. Okay. In my opinion, the moral of the story is that behind our shortcomings, there are incomparable strengths. So don't give up with the shortcomings that we have.